Hey, what's up everybody? We are going to do some demo knife cuts today. Alright, we're going to do a rondelle, an oblique, a bias, and a julienne cut on these carrots. So for this demo, if you're practicing at home, you will need 2 carrots and a sharp knife and a cutting board. So what we will do, and it's okay if your carrots are not peeled, it's okay if they are a little dirty. All we're doing here is practicing, okay? So what I like to do, if we're gonna do 4 different knife cuts, I like to cut my 2 carrots in half, and then I can practice each knife cut on one of these 4 pieces. So the very first one that we are going to do is probably the easiest of them all, okay, which is called a rondelle cut, all right? Which is simply cutting the carrot straight down, and then referring back to the safety stuff that we went over in class and the stuff that you did online. Remember to always hold your product with the claw hand, okay? And then always keeping your knife on the cutting board, never lifting it up and chopping, because then it becomes dangerous. So the very first cut is called a rondelle cut. I'm gonna take the tip off that. But you're simply holding your carrot with your claw, and you are cutting straight down the carrot. Okay, this is probably one of the easiest knife cuts to practice, but that is a rondelle cut. Okay, so we have nice circles, and they can be used for a variety of things. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those to the side, practice my rondelle cut. Okay, the next one we are going to do is a little more tricky. It is called an oblique cut, okay, or the rolling cut. When you guys read through it on your module, you should have seen and read the description and kind of have an idea of what it is. So what I do with this cut is I kind of turn my product at a 45-degree angle in comparison to my knife, okay? And then holding it with the claw grip, I do a nice cut, okay? And then I roll it back and I do another cut, I roll it back, another cut, and I do that all the way through the carrot. Okay, this is called an oblique cut. What it really does is it gives the carrot a lot more dimension and a lot more sides. So if I were to roast these or saute these, then I have a bunch of sides and I'm able to get a nice sear on more than just the front and back side. Now I have, 1, 2, 3 nice sides. Okay, I like this cut. It looks really cool when you do it in a dish or things like that. Okay, so there is that cut. Next cut, we are going to do a bias cut, all right? I like to do these with a flat surface. So I cut my carrot in half, okay? Now I have 2 pieces. And the same kind of thing with this one. I keep my knife, remember always with the pointer and the thumb grip of the knife, wrap the rest of my fingers around it, have good control of the knife. Okay, I like to put it at a 45-degree angle again, and then kind of like the rondelle, I'm going to just simply cut all the way down the carrot, making sure that my fingers are tucked back. Okay, and now that you can see, we have a nice diagonal cut. You can even do these in a more, in a more angled way to where that they're really long. So if I started the angle even more and I went down and cut all the way through, okay, now I have carrots that are even longer of an angle. All right, so that is the bias or diagonal cut. Let's put them over here. Okay, so now the last cut that you will practice is a julienne cut, okay? And we only need about 2 to 2.5 inches of the carrot to do this one. The rest of the carrot I can just get rid of. So I have a nice 2-inch or 2.5-inch piece of carrot. Okay, what I want to do is take off one of these sides, okay, and now I have a flat surface. All right, now when I go to cut it, it's not going to be rolling everywhere. All right, once I get that, I start doing 1/8 inch cuts all the way across the carrot, the best that you can, straight down, and that one we'll just get rid of. And now once I have these nice little planks, you can do them one at a time instead of stacking them. Let's do one at a time and then I'll show you how to stack them. So, and now coming back, I'm doing 1/8 of an inch all the way across the carrot. Didn't really tuck my fingers very well that time. So the end product is these nice little matchstick carrots or julienne carrot. Okay, if you're doing a whole bunch, you know, for prep work at a restaurant or something, you can stack them up, okay, and then go through and cut your 1/8 inch all the way across, okay. So that is the julienne cut or the matchstick cut, okay. These are used for, you know, like a slaw or for a garnish, but I like this cut. They look really nice. But that is pretty much it for the carrot. Hopefully you guys can practice those at home. But looking over here, let me grab this camera so you can get a little closer view. So we have the julienne cut, we have the rondelle cut, oblique cut, and then we have our bias cuts. Next video I do will be